Good morning. Welcome to Andi Marie Knits Vlogtober Day 5. Happy October 5th. Oh, it's early. It's always early when we start these, but that's okay. Hope everybody had a great Saturday night. I did. I did things. You know how I said last night I wasn't sure if I was going to get that sleeve done? I did. Sleeve is done. It looks really short. Maybe it's because it's a fitted sleeve and it's skinnier than normal. But I measured it and it measures the right amount. So, I don't know. We'll see. And then I got the second sleeve picked up and a little bit done on it last night. And then I've been working on it a little bit this morning. So we're going to see how far I can get. I do want to note, I was looking at my pictures from yesterday. I forgot to tell you something yesterday. So I put in some pictures of that like orange fall color project. That was one of the customers at the store. They were binding off the ribbing on a vest. And I picked back the little bit they'd done because I couldn't figure out what to do. And I just went ahead and did an Italian bind off on the whole thing because I can't stand a tubular cast on or Italian cast on. I know it's great. I know they're great. I'm not good at it and I just don't do it. But I love the bind off. So I actually bound off two things like that yesterday. I bound off their sweater and then I bound off, or their sleeve, and then I bound off my sleeve. Mine though is on 2x2 ribbing, so you do have to switch it over to 1x1 to make it happen. But I like it. So goals for today. Sitting here watching other people's Vlogtobers. Actually, we're going to talk about that. So, who do you watch for Vlogtober? Right now, the vlogs that I'm watching would be Amy of Happy Little Yarn, Andi the Knitress, and then Nicole of Witch and Knitting Mama. She just does weekly vlogs, but I think it still counts. So, I will link them below if those are people you want to check out. They're friends. I like to watch them because they're cool. Sorry, it's still early. I mean, I've been up for a little bit. It's almost 4. I'm going to start getting ready for work. But it's work from home day. So, knitting. I do have the bags to finish sewing at some point today. I'm not quite sure when because I can't do that and work at the same time. Be nice. But yeah, mainly getting this sleeve done is going to be my goal for today. Can I finish the sleeve? It's not going to be a can I. It's going to be will I, because I could get distracted. I don't know. We'll see. But stick around. We'll see what else I can come up with today. I'm going to watch some YouTube, work on this a little bit more, and then I'm going to do a little bit of yoga, and then start actively getting ready for work. So I will see y'all in a bit. Robert is keeping my sewing machine company while I work today, because I'd rather be sewing. This is how crazy light is. So the blinds are open and it looks like this. I'm going to close the blinds. It's still not great. No, it still doesn't look right. That is so crazy. Hello. I have survived work. Yay. Got some stuff done. I got sleeves done. Look, there's 2. We have 2 sleeves. How cool is that? Did you see the video with color? So I went to take a picture of the finished sleeves and it washed out all the color. So then I got the iPad to take a picture and it's still the same thing. But it really is this deep dark purple, I swear. It's pretty. But yes, finish the sleeves. I now have, I've done like 1 row on the body. But I measured it and I've got about 3 inches to go until I start the ribbing. I don't know if I'm going to work on this tonight. I do have my Sunday night knitting Zoom here in like an hour. I might work on the jaunty, or I might do something completely different. I don't know. But I kind of want to, I don't want to lose my fixation on this because I want it done. Like this will of course be done this week for sure. But in the next day or 2 would be ideal. So we'll see what happens. Fun, inappropriate needle stoppers. Inappropriate needle stoppers are my favorite, I will admit that. Because they're just a little bit of sprinkled into your life. But okay, I'm gonna go take a walk, make dinner. I don't know yet. And I will check in probably after my Zoom. Okay, I decided to take a break on knitting for a little bit. I have mini charm pack. I have some hexagons and a glue stick. We're gonna go ahead and get ready for my next set of English paper piecing. Okay, a little bit of a quick how-to. If you're interested, I know I talked about English paper piecing the other day. One of the days has a video from Wool and Vine, but I do the glue basting. So you take one of the paper pieces, mine are hexagons, they're like cardstock, and you take, I'm using a mini charm pack, which is 2.5 inch squares for my 1 inch hexies, and you just kind of line that up there, and then you put some glue down like that. Fold it over, and the glue holds it. And you come over here and try to get it a little bit on the fabric, because we're gonna fold this one over. And mind you, I'm new to this, so if I'm doing it wrong or if there's a better way, please let me know. And fold it over. So we're just tucking this all in. These squares feel bigger than the last set I did. They're probably not bigger. It's just been a long time since I've done this. Okay, and there's the last little wedge. So now I have this little guy all tucked in. Here's my first one I did. So eventually I will sew them together in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just gonna sit here and make a whole bunch of these. Okay, so I got all my mini charms, hexies, whatever you want to call it. I got them all glued down. Let me show you. I don't know if this is actually what I'm gonna do with it. There's a couple extras right there, but that's what I did during my Zoom. Okay, so you see how this one's like this? I didn't realize I cut them down last time. Let's try and find, there we go. So this one looks better because I actually cut it, because I'm using a charm pack, so they're 2.5 inch squares. So I don't really like that, but it's too late. I might snip some of those edges off at some point. But yeah, now just to figure out what do I want to do with it. I don't know if I want to do this. It might be something else. But it was really nice to get something accomplished, even if it's just this. So I got to mess with it and see what I want to do, and then start sewing them together, because why not? I know I need to work on the sweater and other stuff, but sometimes you just need to change things up. So that's really all I've got today. I'm gonna clean up my mess because I have little bits of fabric all over the floor, and start getting things ready to actually go to work tomorrow. But that's it for day 5. Hopefully it was somewhat interesting, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching.